On the program tonight is Abhishek Manu Singhvi, Rajya Sabha MP of the Congress Party. Also, he is the lawyer for the Gandhis in this National Herald case. Abhishek Singhvi, thank you for joining us. Why do you think that firstly this police force in such strong numbers was there outside the AICC office and Sonia Gandhi's residence today? What do you think the purpose was?
Well, I think in independent India, for 75 years, even other non-Congress or other BJP governments, we have never seen a scene like this. I was in a meeting, I was called. Anybody who has gone there will see both ends of Akbar Road, both ends of Janpath, platoons, blue, khaki, all the colors. Number two, there is no clear answer to your question because nobody tells us why. But this kind of bandobast on an evening, on the day when the National Herald offices are raided or sealed, what is the purpose? What can be a possible purpose? A siege mentality in the middle of Delhi, which is India, is the world's largest democracy's capital. Do you think that in a 10-year-old case, people would want to come? If they are wanting to come, they are welcome. They can go all over AICC, all over the houses. But do you think they are really going to be finding something in terms of wanting to come and investigate and have all this bandobast outside? The obvious answer to your question, Nidhi, is that the object is A, intimidation, humiliation, insult, and B, basically divert attention from all the real issues which affect you and I. Today, tomorrow, your channels should not carry the price rise, the berozgari, the food products and the GST on it, but they should carry this kind of sensationalism. Right. It is unheard of. I can't understand the object of it. As I said earlier, total questions which the most imaginative mind can ask in National Herald, and I spelled them out in an earlier press conference, are about 10 or 12. And if you ask the same question 5 different ways, you can make it 60. Sure. But how can you go on and on about?
The ED says that it had to seal the Young Indian offices today because they wanted to conduct searches. And, nobody from the Congress party was there. Is the party going to cooperate with the ED and send someone there tomorrow to open up the offices for a search?
This is a very interesting question. This is a very interesting question. The ED has gross invasive powers of search and seizure. They have invasive powers of summoning and, of course, of arrest. Now, 2 things have happened till now. The top leadership, former president, current president, have been summoned. They've spent 55 hours plus another 2 days as far as Sonia ji is concerned. What have they done? They've gone like citizens. They've gone there and spent hours. Have they done anything? Have we stopped obstructed? Second, you go to the premises and seal. Please do it. What the point is, do you need this bandobast? Just see the bandobast on your screens. And you have not been there, Nidhi. I could not enter the office till I sought special permission, showed my card, showed the fact that I'm going for a press conference. Neither side of the road is open to anybody. So what are you doing? You are taking Akbar Road and barricading it on both sides for what? You go and seal. You go and raid the office of National Herald. Tell me a single connection between this kind of bandobast going on and stopping people. You should have tried to go.
So are you anticipating more raids in the coming days?
See, point is we are saying you are welcome. Please come. Please look all you want. But don't do these tactics of sensationalism, exaggeration, humiliation, insult. Don't do it for just being in the surkhyas, in the headlines, because you want to divert attention. And don't do it in this installment basis because you want this pot to be boiling, because the real boiling pot of India on inflation and berozgari and unemployment, that you want to avoid.
But Abhishek Singhvi, last question, and that's really about the timing of all of this. Look, as you said, this is a matter that goes back some 10 years. There's no imminent election as such coming up either. We're still many months away from the next round of state elections. So why do you think this is happening at this time? This case is making headlines at this time.
All times of the year are good season to humiliate, insult and intimidate as far as this government is concerned. But whenever there is a major issue, today what is the issue? Put your hand on your heart and ask yourself, forget politics. If you're an ordinary person, what is the real issue in this country today? This way or that way, it is price rise, unemployment and possibly the GST on food products. You may have viewed this way or that way, doesn't matter. Now, for 3/4 of Parliament, you have taken away the session by not agreeing to a debate. You finally had a debate on the last but 1 week of Parliament session. Now, there is a procession and a demonstration notified in advance for police permission for 5th on Friday, both before the President's house and the Prime Minister's house. You have these issues in the country. People are asking questions. This is one good way of divert.
All right. So, okay. So clearly, you're saying that it's a way of diverting attention. Let's see what the next few days bring on this matter. Dr. Abhishek Singhvi, thanks very much for joining us.